Termites are a group of 2,500 species, of which 300 are considered pests. Termites are one of the most damaging pests in the tropics and can cause considerable problems in agriculture, forestry, and housing. Some termites have nests underground, others in wood, for example hollow trees, and some build mounds. They have a typical behavior of swarming in the beginning of the rainy season, especially during the first showers of the season. Termites construct shallow subterranean foraging galleries radiating from the nest for distance up to 50 meters. The life cycle of termites is a bit complex one. Being a social insect, a colony is divided into castes. The king, his main job in the life is to mate with the queen. Also, through pheromones, he and queen determine how many of their offsprings develop into workers, soldiers, or reproductives. In 5 years, a king and queen can grow the colony into 1,000,000 termites. The queen, her only job is to lay eggs. She is fed by workers along with the king. She also secretes the pheromone that controls specialization in the colony. A queen can live for 25 years or more. Eggs. The queen can lay from several hundred to several thousand eggs every day. The eggs take about 30 days to hatch into larvae. The immature termites are fed through the salivary glands of the king and later by other mature worker termites. Based on the chemical messages received from the queen and the king, the larvae will develop into one of 5 specialities. Workers are the bread and butter of the colony. They forage for food, eat wood, feed the queen, the king, and the soldiers, and care for the larvae. They are sterile. Nymphs are an intermediate stage and destined to become one of the 2 types of reproductive termites. While they wait the help in the care of the larvae and the king and the queen. Soldiers can't chew wood, so others must feed them, but they can kill. If the colony comes under attack, the soldiers slash with their oversized mandibles and emit a thick glue-like substance that immobilizes invaders. Supplemental reproductives are some of the nymphs that would be future kings and queens. They are located in another part of the nest, and the supplemental reproductives will begin producing and laying eggs to increase the growth rate of the colony. In a mature colony, thousands of nymphs will develop wing pads and become winged reproductives. They grow long, fragile wings and feed themselves, waiting for the swarming season. The wing reproductives reach maturity and when the time is right, head into the sky en masse, creating the familiar and dreaded swarming ritual. They fly away from their home colony towards any light source and then fall to the ground, lose their wings, and subsequently they mate and go into the soil and start their new colony. These insects are very fragile. They are highly sensitive to light, temperature, and humidity. Almost all the species of the termites known to man are blind. They mainly use their chemical senses to look for the food material and everything else. Mound-forming termites are one of the serious problems of today's agriculture. These termites are known to form or construct mounds of various sizes in and around the field, especially the land which is left untouched. The queen is one of the most sensitive insects in the colony. The queen remains at a depth of 3.5 feet to 6 feet depending on the moisture conditions. If the moisture condition is more, the queen would be located in the upper areas. and if the moisture is less, the queen will go down deeper and deeper. The nymphs and larvae of termites feed on the fungus grown in fungus gardens in the colony. The substrate for the fungal garden is the regurgitated material deposited for the purpose by the worker termites. The termite workers are known to secrete certain antibiotic and antimycotic substances which are painted in all the inner chambers of the fungus gardens. Only few species of Termitomyces are able to grow. Rest other fungi are unable to grow because of those antibiotics and antimycotics. These fungi are not consumed by human beings in India, but on the other hand, they are a delicacy among the poor people in the African world. The queen of a colony is the largest individual. It cannot move. The daily chores are done by the worker termites only. She is known as egg-laying machine. Her only job is to lay eggs. She is fed and groomed by workers in the colony. The queen chamber is the royal chamber and is the largest one in the colony and maintained very well by the worker termites. One of the most profound and defining attributes of the termite family is that it is built on monogamy. Termite colonies are the most sophisticated ever to evolve in the universe. The queen do not deposit eggs continuously. In fact, only a few hundreds are deposited during the first year. In subsequent years, the young queen grows larger and lay more eggs. Larvae hatch from the eggs within several weeks and are cared by the new king and queen. The colony stabilizes when the queen reaches maximum egg production phase. If the queen dies, secondary reproductives take over the queen's duties. At times, many more queens are seen within a colony. They are all supplementary queens. Usually, the supplementary queen chamber will be above the main queen chamber. The queen cannot lay eggs without assistance. The workers provide necessary help in pulling out the egg pod. Queen lays an egg pod at an interval of 15 to 21 minutes. Each egg pod contains 250 to 350 eggs on an average. The workers would puncture the pod and take away the eggs and put them in suitable place. Subsequently, when they hatch, the workers would provide the larvae with required food material which they collect from the fungal gardens. Termites are known to attack a wide range of crops, including pulses, cereals, millets, vegetables, shade trees, avenue trees, and forest trees, besides housing and buildings. Typical symptoms of termite damage in field is difficult to identify. The damage is seen in patches. Never a continuous big area is affected. The crop plants attacked by termite would show drooping leaves followed by wilted appearance overnight and subsequent drying up. On uprooting such plants, termites can be seen in the root zone. Termite damage is more serious in red laterite soils, sandy loams, and loams. Their activity is often noticed just after rainy season till peak winter starts, and as the winter passes again their activity is noticed. Management systems for termites in agroecosystems. Cultural control. Deep plowing or hand tillage exposes termites to desiccation and to predators. Pre-planting tillage also destroys the tunnels built by termites and restricts their foraging activities and associated damage to crops. Removal of the queen and/or destruction of the nest have frequently been used by farmers as a traditional method for control of mound-building termites. Mounds are physically destroyed, flooded, or burnt with straw to suffocate and kill the colony. Crop rotation may be useful in reducing the buildup of termites. Biological control Biological control agents like certain nematodes kill termites. Although effective in laboratory conditions, control is often quite variable under field conditions. Termites can recognize and wall off infected individuals, hence limiting the spread of nematodes throughout the colony. Furthermore, soil moisture and soil type appear to limit the nematodes' ability to move in the soil and locate termites. Plant extracts such as those of neem, wild tobacco and dried chili have been used to control termites in field and storage houses. Wood ash heaped around the base of the trunk of coffee bushes and date palms have been recorded as preventing termite infestations.